Hello, testing, testing. Oh, can't see the options. That's fine. I forgot to grind between last session and this one, so I have no idea. Well, I mean, to be fair, I did a little bit for my weapon. Also, hi everyone, we're playing this game. But my armor still from... Alright, was probably fine. We're just gonna get the new monkey. And we'll be all good. I don't like the monkey very much though, but... Gotta do what we gotta do. Skip. I'm actually to be honest, a little concerned about how this is gonna go, like, defense-wise. I feel like getting hit will be particularly bad, since that's what defense helps with. What's he doing? Rude.
Opportunity may present itself from the most unexpected of places. As folly begets yet more folly. And even if it results in a disaster of unknown proportions, the cycle of stupidity created by these creatures could appear like a feast to the crazed eye.
The things in the... It's like in the base game, it was like, oh, hi Fiora. Yeah, thank you. In the base game, it was like poems.
On my honor as a knight, we will achieve our goal.
Thank you. But now it's like Fiorane's actress they just told her to say things. I don't get it. I never will. And I'll probably throw in the jab every time for new cutscenes, because it still bewilders me. Because the base game.
That's my promise as a knight.
Thank you, Fiora. Got a lot to say this one. Bishited. Okay, that's how I say it, not Bishot. I think most of his patterns aren't that crazy. He just has new funny explosive attacks. I do like the design of it though. I really... I don't know. The fire acorns are a bit... Not pine cones are a bit corny, I suppose. It should have been corn. Popcorn. It was right there. I see that fear, right? I do not remember talking as much. I guess whenever like a thing happens, like getting statused or... What was that? Uh-oh. I don't remember. I guess I always wear a chatterbox, so everyone in this game is a chatterbox. Well, not clover. I'll probably have to make... I'm just gonna stay down. Have to make armor from the next series of like things like I unlock. Oh, I actually got it. Let's think this... Hey, Joe! Oh, what's it? Oh. How you doing? I've been doing well, thank you. Taking it easy after the madness of last stream. Oh, I actually haven't played it yet. I've not had time to keep an eye on such things. Oh my god, I almost loved it. Nah, don't worry about it. The VOD's still up, so... And that's, there's the YouTube channel. It should be in the bio, where all the VODs are, so... Yeah. The VOD channel's been up since, like, the beginning, so... Any stream you've ever been curious about, to a certain point, they're all there. I'm 99% confident that the VOD channel's in the thing. To be honest, I wasn't that crazy about the Monster Hunter Stories demo. Silly as it's sad. Actually, I don't think it's silly. So, like, it's their spin on, like, Pokemon. Right? Except all 3 games have like this the Monsters. Yeah, the Monsters, yeah. That's always what they've called them. I just the third one lost to me immediately because all 3 games are about you getting a special Rathalos. It's like, it's the exact same thing. Oh yeah. Imagine, if you will, the Stories games. Like, say you had like 3 Pokemon games. And all 3 of them is shiny Rathalos, not even. Just like an evil, like a one that's like, yeah, evil, yes evil and not evil. Imagine Pokemon. But every game, every single one of your party members has to be a super plot relevant Pikachu. Whether or not you like Pikachu, I think is besides the point. It doesn't have to, why we need a plot relevant starter? We could just not have a plot relevant Rathalos. I told myself, I was like, if Stories 3 is about another Rathalos Omen, it's lost to me. Because the second game is just like basically a rehash of the first one, but better. But, you know, so if you're gonna play, oh nice, if you're gonna play before playing the third one, I recommend just skipping 2. Order doesn't really matter. But yeah, 3 is just gonna be a better version of 2, which like I guess sounds silly when I say it out loud like that. But you're smart. You get what I mean. You're smart. Okay, thought this was gonna explode further. Well, technically they're wyverns. Yeah, I get what you mean. Oh, that would qualify as a Monstie, I feel like. Ow. I'm just immediately thinking of PS1 Hagrid, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, thank you, Fury. I'll admit that I don't like I've never like sat down and like fully like tried getting into Harry Potter. I read the first book in like middle school. Oh. I think I read some of book 7. And I remember none of it, and that's it. I think I saw. I think some of Goblet of Fire in Spanish for Spanish class. Very disjoint knowledge, as you can see. Got him. Yeah, it's always more of a sci-fi person. Oh! I actually remember the tug, because it's kind of funny. It's fantastic beasts and where to find them, I think. But it sounds like you know a lot more than I do, besides the title of that movie. Which I haven't seen, by the way, I just remember the title. What do you mean, where's it off to? It's just going right over there, it says on the map. It tells you if you're right, you goober. That's fair. Nothing wrong with it. I mean, I'm sure there people like them for like a reason. That's not the author. I know people don't like the author. But yeah, I mean, even nowadays, it's like they're still finding new ways to like market off of the movies and books and stuff. Like I saw an ad for the audiobook being read with the full cast, which must be crazy because they're. Oh yeah. Yeah. That stuff's a mess. But I swear I saw an ad where it's like here's the full cast reading through the audiobook and like saying their lines. It's like didn't they all do these roles like 20 years ago? How's that gonna sound?
Let's see.
I think it's so weird having authors on Twitter just like say things. Like it's like a thing with like Godzilla.
What up?
Oh, Bitter, hi.
Oh wait.
Another mission well
Oh, today is stream, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was really confused as to why you were online for a second.
Because I was live.
Well, I was confused as to why you were live because you said you'd be on in an hour, and I was just like, oh, obviously he's gonna go and free John Helldiver.
I literally said I was gonna be live in an hour.
Well, I thought live meant like you would be alive in an hour. That's what I
get a lot of people use that language for like being online on like Discord and stuff. Like a lot of people say, "Are you alive?"
That's the language I use all the time.
you and other people I know, but no, I don't use that language.
So yeah, but you at least see where the confusion came from.
Yeah. Sorry, we were just talking about J.K. Rowling.
I'm sorry, what?
J.K. Rowling, look, Joe's here.
Well, why?
Well, because Harry Potter came up somehow, and I just think it's like the monk's nail hat. I just think it's just strange how authors just get on Twitter and just like say things.
Well, Twitters, artists, actors, everybody has an opinion, and it's annoying.
It's not even that. It's like the weird thing where say hi to Joe Bitter.
Hello.
Like in the Godzilla movies, people have like questions, and they're like plot holes or like gaps and stuff, and I'm not reading a dialogue. They can like now the director can just say things on Twitter, and it's like, well, that answers that, and it's like, but why wasn't it in the movie?
Yeah, no. See, the thing is people that don't have opinion or shouldn't have opinions feel very strongly about sharing them. And then you also get really weird situations where people want you to give your political opinions so they can put you in a camp. You know what I mean?
Ah. I guess in reality I'm like kind of talking about two different things and then categorizing them as the same thing. I guess technically, if you're just because you're an author doesn't mean you can no longer use Twitter, even though that'd probably be good for you.
Yeah, no. They shouldn't. Nobody of social media should be on Twitter.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah, no actor or anything should be on social media. Because the Snow White movie, that was the big one that, the person came off, was trashing the original Snow White movie, saying it was patriotic propaganda and how it was really weird and that the movie was weird. And then her movie just, like, continually ate shit and died. Like, so bad.
Yeah.
I think it lost 300 million in the box office.
Yeah. The other thing I was sort of that I realize now is like a separate thing, but it's something that also bothers me is just the fact that like now if you're a writer, you're just allowed to instead of like incorporating your ideas like into the thing you're making, you could just put them on Twitter and there's a population that's like this works.
Yeah.
It just bothers me, I suppose. It's like a cop out.
You know, it really bothers me because there's a difference between putting politics in your game and putting your politics in the game, right?
Oh, a huge difference. Exploring an issue
Right.
versus a soapbox.
And people are like, you know, the people that defend it are like, oh, how can you tell the difference? And it's very obvious.
It's like,
You can
it's
very
like you
much
you
tell.
can.
Right.
You
It's
can't
like
not tell the difference.
you get Metal Gear Solid, which is like top 10 level of political intrigue, and then you get like some games that come out that are just like the patriarchy's bad and we're going to spend 20 minutes to explain to you why you're wrong and you should hate and kill
And
yourself. And
even
it's
if
like, okay.
even if Metal
Okay,
Gear
sorry,
Rising
calm down.
even if Metal Gear Rising isn't exactly tactful in its exploration at certain or Metal Gear in general at certain times, Metal Gear can absolutely still hide behind the fact that it's like a full-fledged like game. We normally get story games which are only there for story, and then the story's super like heavy-handed. It's like, you know,
Yeah.
it's like you have to code stealth mechanics and blowing up things and guns and things. You know, I don't blame you if the writer's room's a little needs a little bit more of a breather.
Well, and even Helldivers is technically an extremely political game, but it's not at all taken in any amount of sincerity.
No, it's literally just satire.
And that's the best. I can yell, "Die, you communist bastard," and nobody's just like, "Oh, okay, I guess he's a Republican chud." They're just like, "Yeah,
Do
fuck those
people
bots."
do people give you flack for making anti-communist jokes?
It depends on whether they're socialists or not, I guess.
Or what's the all right? We're get the educational tag. What's the difference between a communist and a socialist?
Uh, okay, hold on. Can you send me a link? I need to send it to my friend. Because I'm in Helldivers just kind of standing around, and she was here, and I didn't know I was unmuted in the game, so she's been hearing my political manifesto.
You need a link to. Let me. Yeah, I'll get you a link to the
Yeah,
stream.
yeah, sorry, Kitsu. It's a real mask off moment here. I didn't know.
You
I
need
thought
the.
I was muted on main. I thought.
Yeah, I guess so. So you want a link to this? You bumbling idiot.
She wants a link to the stream,
All
so
right.
just send it to me and I'll send it to her.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, sure. We can get more insight on difference between comment. That's
Uh-huh.
crazy. Just
So,
sitting there in lobby going, I was like, what is Blood talking about? Who is Blood talking
yeah,
to?
like literally that is what she is saying. Uh, but yeah, so basically, to my understanding, the difference between socialist and communism is they're on the same spectrum, but socialist is more of the government helps the people, where communist is more of the government controls everything.
Oh, okay. I think I understand.
So socialism is like social programs. It's more of a blanket term than it is an actual
Yeah.
political identity.
Right, like you could say communism is a type of socialism that's totalitarian in nature.
Yes, kind of like
I cannot believe that missed.
socialism to communism is what conservative is to fascism, right?
Right, yeah, yeah. The sort of the extreme all the way at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
because conservative is all about conserving family values and keeping social restrictions, and then fascism is like, yeah, the same, but we'll kill you if you don't agree. Socialism is like everybody should pay into the system so that we can help the less fortunate, and then the socialists are like everybody pays into the system, or yeah, we'll kill you.
Well, don't you mean communism is that or will kill you?
Oh, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, yeah.
So
That's fine. Yeah,
socialism
really
is
important that
obviously,
I catch you when you misspeak on this. Very
but
important.
like the nuances between conservatism, fascism, communism, socialism is actually something that I'm not that well researched into. So take that with a grain of salt.
That's fair. You acknowledge they're different at least. I feel like you beat a lot
Yeah.
of people that are invested in such things by acknowledging that they're not interchangeable.
So like the what is it? The mayor of New York, uh, Zordomni or something like that. People keep calling him a communist because he's all about taxing the rich and opening government-owned grocery stores. But really, that isn't communist. It's further along the spectrum, but it's obviously not there yet.
Yeah.
And when
Yeah.
say, this person's a Nazi, this person's a communist, it really devalues when it actually does happen.
No, yeah. It's the discussion is like it's eroded to a point that like it's like meaning is kind of getting lost. Right?
I'll tell you what. These last 4 years have been a really great argument against democracy for me, to be honest.
Yeah, they really well. To be fair, they just the most charitable interpretation is that America is no longer a democracy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. So if I was president, I wouldn't do it, but I would set up the processes that would allow a more peaceful transfer out of a democracy, regardless of what it is at the end. Because, obviously things change. America will not always be a democracy. And
No.
usually the system will fight to protect itself so long that when it finally does break, it's like 90% of the population is dead.
Yeah, I was really thinking about the other day, we're gonna have our own version of the French Revolution, aren't we?
I sure to God hope so.
It's kind of the only option left.
Right? Every world leader is, at least in other countries, when people find out, oh, hey, the prince is in the Epstein file, they just straight up like denamed him as Prince.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was thinking about that. My dad was telling me about. I didn't look into it much for granted. I trust my dad to at least a certain extent on such things. Where he was saying in
Yeah.
other parts of the world, people who were implicated stepped down. America's the only one where it's like, no, they're fine.
Look, just because he was mentioned 87 times with the word pizza in it doesn't mean anything, alright? You calm the fuck down. Liz
Just
Hard.
because he did it doesn't mean he's in trouble. Apparently.
Look, I know there's literally a video of him eating the inside of a baby while it's still alive, but that his policies are pretty
But
okay.
we own you, and we don't think that's a bad thing. So
Yeah. So the same thing that I said to Ash is I was never a big fan of the whole eat the rich thing, but now that the rich is eating us,
yeah, equal rights, equal
I
bites.
feel like it's only fucking fair at this point.
Yeah. Get their nice fatty meat.
Because if it was just like, oh, they were diddling kids, like, is it bad? Yes, but it's like, okay, that's at least like conceivable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I can.
You're still a bad
rationale
person
that
and should
it's
still
something
step
you would
down.
do. Yeah, like, you could go to prison, whatever, but like they're literally doing satanical rituals and eating children, and I can't even like comprehend the level of sick that you need to be for that to. I can't even like rationale how far gone a person would go to just be okay with that.
There's two dimensions to this that like I think of it. There's dimension one, where it's like people born into power. They were raised by people who were fine with it, so they're just along for the ride. But then I think the crazy part is other people who come into power during their lifetime see the atrocity and like, yeah, sure. They're like, yeah, they get groomed into it instead of being like raised into it. Have a good night, Joe.
A big one. a big one for me was seeing all of the, the anti-Jewish people are eating good with this drop. Because do you know any of how the Jews are involved with this?
Uh, all the way to the root is what I generally hear people say.
Yeah, all the way to the root. Like, they actively dehumanize everybody else by calling them goyim, which is the Jewish word for cattle. So they consider everybody who's not Jewish to be cattle, and that we should be like treated like cattle and used for their own ends and stuff like that. And it's just like, man, you're really asking for round two, you know?
No, 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 no. All right, all right.
Look, I'm just saying.
Let's draw.
They're eating the babies.
All right, well, must be very weird to be like a member of the entire population of Jewish people that is perfectly normal.
Oh, absolutely. Like, bro, you're looking at this like it's your 9/11.
Yeah, like my heart bleeds for how social interactions are going for you, like right now.
Well, and Jewish people was actually one of the classes where it was more okay to bully them. And then they tried to do like the whole stop Jewish hate thing, and then they ignored that even more. So yeah, they're not okay. Like, it's one thing to be racist because of like ha stereotype, but when you give people an actual reason to be racist, then it goes downhill real fast.
Yeah.
Because people were already pissed off about the whole Palestine thing, which, I wasn't on board with at first, but I came around on.
Yeah. It was very interesting seeing signs like on the road, people like Jews for Palestine. I'm like, yeah, it must be a weird spot that you're stuck in right now.
Yeah. Well, people are already pissed off about that, and now they see this thing, and it's just like, okay.
Yeah. It's sort of like sort of like a strange inverse of like other like phobic things where it's like depending on what group you're in, you can sort of draw a line where there's like bad actors, and then like the bad actors are sort of like easier to like section off and like disassociate with. But now it's like they're from like your quote unquote like motherland or whatever. That's gotta feel weird.
Well, and what is it? Israel is really unique in the fact that not only is it technically a quote-unquote white country, but it's one that's extremely mono-ethnic or something like that.
Yeah.
Like they do not like the quote-unquote brown people coming in. So, we failed. That sucks.
Oh,
yeah. You haven't seen it, Xeno? Level 10 Cyberstan is just hell. It's just hell. It's just rockets, guns, laser beams, everyone dying. It's not okay.
Noted. Definitely noted.
Anyways, sorry. They're extremely mono-ethnic country, which is already kind of a strike against them as far as the left is concerned. But then you double that up with, now they're genociding the brown people, which they wouldn't really care, like, why.
Not that there's a good reason to ever do that.
Look, I won't, look, I'm just saying.
Okay.
Maybe not genocide, but I would be okay with exiling.
There are giant gaps between anything else and wipe them off the planet. I think.
Look, you know me. I'm white. I come from the strongest country in the earth. I'm a little.
At least you come from what used to be, or at least what has been for a while, but things are getting weird.
Yeah, well, genocide used to be a real popular way of dealing with things,
Well, I mean, popular doesn't mean good.
Yeah, it was effective.
I thought you were gonna say it was a fad.
It was a trend. The Asinid started it.
I think saying it's a fad's not even necessarily wrong. You know, it was a
A
thing people.
fad would imply that it's not like a core part of, the human identity.
It, hmm.
And I will say, humans are the only species that will actively genocide species if they don't like them. And sometimes that includes ourselves.
It's true. Yet for some reason we still have mosquitoes.
They're really that's not from the lack of trying, That is not from the lack of trying.
You know what? If they're still working on it, that does make me feel a little better.
Well, they went ahead and did they reprogrammed the mosquitoes to where their proboscis aren't strong enough to pierce human skin.
Oh.
And though I mean eventually that will take over probably somewhat. So that's the hope over there.
That would be crazy. Where like they do that, and then that population like grows, and then that becomes like the new thing where mosquitoes can't break human skin anymore. But then over the course of like centuries or like millennia or whatever, survival pressures mean mosquitoes re-evolve to be able to penetrate human skin.
I mean, that is probably what's going to happen in my eyes, at least. Because, of course, you can't really stop Darwinism,
No.
Things will grow to
Do what they have to, or die trying.
Yeah.
And it would be profound if, by losing access to humanity, like human blood, mosquitoes like die out.
The thing is, though, humans aren't... It would be one thing if it was, like, mosquitoes in the middle of human country. But most of the time, they're out by lakes and stuff, and there's a very small amount of humans that they actually have access to nibble on.
That's true. That's a good point, yeah.
So, yeah, I doubt it will ever be, like, necessary for them for their continued existence that they learn to munch on humans.
Not to mention, like, the blood's not even for, like, sustenance. It's just for babies. Like, the baby making
I feel like
process.
that's almost more important than sustenance, though.
No, yes, but it also technically means, like, it's, like, it's more important, but also... Like, if something was designed to specifically prey on humans, you would have a lot harder of a time getting it to not do that thing that I just said it specializes. I don't want to sharpen, I want to eat ration. There you go.
Man, imagine if, like, there's a book where there's an alien species that preys on humans, and then we just genetically alter it to not do that.
I mean,
Wouldn't that be funny?
That actually reminds me of oh dear, one of the Lovecraft books Chaotic was like telling me about, where these guys walk in like ruins and stuff, and then he's flying away.
Yeah.
And then sort of, I've definitely, this explanation definitely takes out the gravitas of it, but I'm trying my best here.
Yeah, go
Where
ahead.
basically they're monsters and they don't know what they are. What they do know is they found information that there was a sentient race that lived here and was scary looking, and also these things that they raised as cattle. And then they're like, what are the monsters? What are the monsters? And then we're like, oh, the sapient species has been long gone and died out. The cattle have just evolved and become unstoppable, and they're the only monsters that are here.
Oof. That's rough, yeah. By the way, they brought back the cyborgs, right, in Helldivers.
Right.
One of them has a shotgun for an arm, and it does martial arts.
Isn't that just Doom Guy?
It's hilarious though, because he'll shoot you in the chest, and then he'll fucking do a spinning drop kick and just crack you in the skull.
Arm cannons need more love.
It's ironic because the robots have like guns, weapons, but the cyborgs are the ones with the built-in weapons.
Yeah, that is kind of weird, I guess. But I guess I kind of get it though. Well, actually,
it's endearing.
I'm reminded of like the droids from like Star Wars, right? Where they have one model,
Yeah.
but it doesn't have weapons built in because that model can be programmed for various things. It can be programmed to infantry or an engineer or a pilot.
Whereas the cyborgs,
Yeah.
they kind of just go what they go with.
Yeah. Yeah, that unit is
What?
purely for combat. You can't manufacture them en masse because they can only be for combat. You can manufacture a basic droid that just has hands. And you can say, this one fixes the ship. This one holds a gun. This one
rubs my feet.
very important. Don't forget that one. Sir, what are these notes?
Oh my god. One of them knocked me down, and the rest of the cyborgs just started kicking me on the ground like who is a high school bully. They were like, bitch, get up, bitch.
Only kicking, huh?
Yeah, no. You see, you think the gun is the primary weapon. It's not.
It's the
primary
secondary.
weapon is the feet. Yeah.
To be fair, that is my plan with Insect Glaive. in a way. The stick is gonna become the secondary, and the bug will become the primary.
Nice. So you know dreadnoughts from 40K,
Oh, kind of.
where it's like giant machines that have it like a nearly dead space marine in it.
Yeah.
Well, the cyborgs have something called the Vox engine,
What does Vox mean?
which is, I don't know.
Various-
Oh no, Vox means like king, I think.
Oh, okay.
My buddy's the best.
Cause it's one of those words that science and fantasy will just like throw around, and you're like, well, I guess it just means something.
It
This-
either means king or yeah, Rex means king. I think Vox means people.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Anyways, well, the People's Engine is hilarious as a name, but that's
Yes,
not the
it is.
point. Well, they are dirty socialists, so I could see why.
Wait, wait, if Vox means people,
I'm just getting started.
then the faction in BioShock Infinite called the Vox Populi is the people.
This should fix it. This is bad.
Maybe Vox means voice then.
Maybe, but that makes less sense with all the other random things it's thrown in. But maybe they're trying to say a thing where they're the population for the people or something, like the people for the people. I don't know.
I'll look it up real quick.
I wonder if I should do the BioShock games on stream at some point. Probably. Could be fun.
Vox means voice. Yes.
Okay, so Vox Populi means
Vox
voice of the people.
Populi, yeah, voice of the people.
Yeah, okay.
That's cool. Oh! Anyways, so basically imagine a tank, right?
Okay.
Now imagine a tank stacked vertically on top of the first tank and turned on its top. So its top
Turned
is on
on?
the bottom of the tank.
It's a weird tank you
Yeah.
got there.
Yeah. And just put all of the guns on it. And then you have a dead or a crippled cyborg in the middle of it.
Okay.
And when you destroy it, it will shoot the cyborg out inside of a pod, and it will just land on the ground.
Oh, okay. Very
It's actually
intuitive.
kind of cute, but the pod will kill you. I have been crushed by a falling pod more than once.
Dude, I was just like watching the Justice League cartoon with my dad like earlier, and there's
Yeah.
a bit where like Wonder Woman like shoots down like a plane, and then Green Lantern like stops it from crashing into them in a bubble. I just had to pause to my dad and explain that is so real because of the other night when when I shot down the plane, that it crashed on the tank. Ugh. When we shot down the plane, and then it
Yeah.
crashed. No, well, you remember? You don't remember?
I did. I was there.
Explain to everyone. Like, yeah, we shot down. I shot the plane out of the air, which was awesome because it was still moving.
Yeah.
And then it fell on the tank that I shot it
And it-
from and killed half of us.
Yeah, it was rough. But it's about the bit. That's what matters.
The people are like, "Oh, it's a great bit." No, that was not supposed. That's a great bit, but it was not supposed to be a bit.
The best kind of bits.
Oh
even.
no, oh for sure. You can't write that.
Oh,
Which is a funny saying because you can write that, but it's not funny because it's the fact that it wasn't written, which is beautiful.
I was on with Dr. Necrolich and Matthew earlier, and we were all playing. They could not do level 10. Like, we had to go back down to like 6 because they couldn't do it.
I mean, I'm not one to judge. There's nothing wrong with not playing a game at the highest difficulty.
Well, and I don't really blame them because they really don't have that big of an arsenal left anyways.
What do you mean not big? Oh, like they don't have a lot like to work with, I suppose.
Yeah, weapons.
This does make me think of Monster Hunter Wilds. I think that was an interesting thing to think about, like seeing Helldivers and seeing how like it actually is very similar to like Monster Hunter, whereas an arms race between the players and the devs.
Sorry, say that again.
Because I was playing, Helldivers for the first time and like getting like the exposures of it and stuff, and it's very Monster Hunter like.
The ragdolling does hurt.
The ragdoll does hurt, but I mean like the structure, right?
Yeah.
And the fact,
yeah, no, it is.
And the fact that the game's like community and like its main thing is that it's an arms race between players and the devs.
It is really. That's why I figured you would like the game because it's sci-fi. I know you'll like that, and it's structured fairly similarly to Monster Hunter.
Yeah. But it was so interesting to see, like, compared to Wilds and how they both are sort of dealing with that arms race. And how because of the live service approach, the arms race is now so much faster that, like, it implodes on itself, I guess?
Yeah.
Where, like, every update, people are like, there's, like, big discussions about, like, difficulty and, like, worth of content.
See, imagine Monster Hunter, but they nerf your weapons every 2 weeks and they try and act like it didn't happen.
And also solo play is actively, like, discouraged. Instead of being, like, a thing you can choose to do.
Look, so solo play in Helldivers is what I'm viewing like beating a monster rank monster and or a master rank monster and using like level 1 weapons.
Yeah.
Like, can you do it? Absolutely. Is it a good idea? No.
Is it even fun? Probably not.
But again, you're playing by yourself on the hardest possible difficulty. This game isn't necessarily built around playing it at max difficulty.
No. I just sort of think it's interesting to see like these existence of these arms races and think about how before the era of live service updating a game for years, or at least like a year or two. In Helldiver's case, years, but that's beside the point. Before, it was just each iteration on the game. It wasn't an arms race anymore, because every new installment you started from scratch with a new clean slate on both ends.
Yeah.
But now they have to see what people are doing, and the next thing has to respond to it, and then vice versa, and so on and so forth.
At least in Helldivers, the arms race is an actual arms race.
Well, I mean, is that better or worse? Like,
I think it's more thematically correct.
Actually, that's fair. Now, okay, I didn't understand what you mean before, now I get what you mean, yes. In Helldivers, the idea of being armed race is like
as an example of an arms race that collapses on itself, there was a planet that became a super colony for the bugs, the Terminids, right? And like this was oh holy shit, like the galaxy's gonna end if we don't do something. So the solution was to put a bunch of black matter in the planet, like inject it into the planet, and then detonate a nuclear bomb at its core. Anyways, the planet was destroyed, but it didn't make a black hole like they wanted. It made a wormhole.
Oh.
And that's what the squids came out of. They invaded Super Earth, and they threw the wormhole and destroyed 3 planets before almost killing Super Earth. So that's a good example of playing with toys you don't quite understand.
Yeah, like the theme of an arms race here is like appropriate. Like, yeah, go figure, it would be an arms race.
Well, and how, despite the government constantly telling us, yeah, no, we tested it, you guys, it's totally fine.
It was not fine.
It was not fine. We lost 3 planets, bro.
To tie back to, I guess, to compare it to Monster Hunter again, where it's like, World and Rise weren't arms races. That was just like next update, kind of. I think the expansion was actually maybe Worlds was reactionary, but I think Rise just mostly kept adding.
That's what I hope. I hope we get something more like the Rise update when we play what is it, the Wilds DLC?
I mean, I don't even know if I want to. I mean, I don't know, I'm at a point where I did re-download it because there's some other friends who want to play it with me, and stuff. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm not really playing 40k Space Marine too much. I'll get rid of that. That's all fine.
How could you?
You don't play it.
Well, it's still, yeah, I don't play it. I don't know why I'm bitching.
They're like they're also basic, like it's also ironically like you say that, but Space Marine 2 is definitely just like it's also Helldivers. Like it's actually, they're incredibly similar.
Except one, I'm assuming you die a lot more in.
Yes, Helldiver or Warhammer doesn't have the replacement system. No, it doesn't have that. It does not. But otherwise, it's like you fighting back, like do the missions with your buddies. You get like different gear and classes and things. And you custom.
Honestly, that sounds kind of fire.
No, I mean you would probably honestly like it. It's more, there's aggressive and there's actually kind of a melee system in place, which can be fun. It could be up your alley. It could be.
You know, you may find this surprising, but I actually don't like Warhammer very much.
Well, you like, what, I mean, like Total War? Or no, I guess you mean
No,
all
no,
of them. All of them.
No, Warhammer 40k.
Well, no, because it's space version, and you wouldn't care for the space version.
Actually, no, that's not even why. The reason I don't like it is because it's annoying that it's like, oh yeah, Space Marines are like the strongest things in the world. They can move so fast. The human eye can't even comprehend.
Their sword
armor.
cuts everything because it's on an atomic level. Yada yada yada.
Yeah, well, and then in the game, it's like
you're made of paper.
Things are going through. Well, things cut through your metal. You don't really move that fast.
No,
And
which is so
it
weird
doesn't
because the
line
game
up
has
at all.
That's the weird thing. You're a big, chunky, like 10-foot tall space boy, but the game's like, yeah, we have a perfect dodge system.
And the other thing is, at least from a lore perspective, the numbers infuriate me. They're just like, oh yeah, we just sent 400 million quadrillion billion quintillion people on this planet, and 500 quintillion billion people die. It's like, okay, you're just making up shit.
And like, I think the difference is like, from how people talk about it, like, there's nothing else like there.
Yeah, it just when it's so big that you can't even like rationalize and comprehend the level that things are, everything starts to matter a whole lot less.
Yeah, like to call it, like, it sounds strange, but like, stay with me. You could argue like a Dragon Ball has that after like the Frieza saga, where like you
careful, I don't want you to get killed.
where like the reference for power in terms of like the actual scale is like kind of shot. Like you can't really comprehend a difference anymore. But in the heat of the moment, you at least have a decent enough idea from the two people in the fight where the strength peters out. So the real world applications, like, you can kind of forgive it because in terms of the story, you get the information you need. But in Warhammer,
scaling annoys me.
yeah, there's a culture around it. which is fascinating. I saw a video the other day. I was just so curious because like, it got recommended to me like, although someone like I'm gonna talk through all the logical fallacies and like power scaling arguments. It's like this is like a hobby is debating this thing.
It can't be a fun one.
I mean, people must do it for some reason. I mean, it's taken off somehow. I guess it's like an expression of your devotion to your favorite franchise or whatever. I don't know.
Oh. Yeah, no, it's not my thing. I think it's lame and gay. I hate it.
I think it's like, I think there's a difference between going like
my fictional character's better than yours, Yoshi.
Well, definitely if it was OCs it'd be a mess, but as far as I'm aware it's like anime characters and comic characters and
well,
maybe
that's
some
where they
hentai
can
characters,
that.
I don't know.
Whoa. What? Yeah.
John
no,
Wife
people,
Stealer solos, Superman.
People are like, oh shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. Like, as I was mid-thought, it just disappeared.
To tie it back to like the silly like Twitter thing, I've thought about this as like a writer, where, like if I make something and I just want to like ruin power scaling, I can just tweet horrendous power scaling implications about my IP, and now I've started a controversy in the power scaling community between people who are like, he just said that doesn't count and he's the author, whatever he says goes.
Yeah, the thing is though, the thing I don't like about power scaling is that it tends to kind of limit itself, at least in the scope of the fans' mind and what they come to expect.
It's probably the most reductionist way to look at action media.
Exactly. See, I'm glad you found a way to put it, because I didn't know how to.
Yeah, it's yeah. I think Superman is one of the best examples of like how much it makes a character really, really, really complicated, or like hard to like talk about with that entire concept like power scaling.
By the way, in Helldivers, I'm sitting inside of a bubble, inside of a bubble, inside of a bubble.
Sitting down on like a robot husk on your phone watching the stream.
Yeah, no, actually, it's hilarious that I can do that in this game.
Just keep stacking bubbles.
And mind you, this is with me only using one of the shield grenades. If I used all 6, I could be inside of a big bubble, inside of 6 smaller bubbles with my own personal bubble.
With the turret deployed on the outside.
This is some people play this game as a run and shoot strategy game. I play it as fucking
tower defense. Yeah,
yeah.
AFK tower defense game.
Come get me, motherfucker! No, it's the Maduro and Trump thing. Come get me, Noah!
Come and get me! The power of God!
And then the next scene is just me with like my hands tied behind the back. Helldiver was recently kidnapped from his bubble shield and brought before the court.
Kidnapped and brought before the... Oh no!
Oh, we like to have fun here at the Z stream.
We will continue not to talk about the Brash files.
Hey, you leave him the fuck alone, alright? I don't care how many children he eats, he's still a hero. Oh my god, I forgot. So when the prince got outed for being a little bit of a cannibal.
A bit of a psycho.
Yeah, a little freak is an underestimate.
Yeah.
There was, he had like some retinue lady, whatever, come out and she's like, yeah, and then they just had all these photos of him with these kids and they just photoshopped his face on it. And it's like, excuse me?
Ain't no way you just tried to pull that.
What are you on about, Swamp Hag?
Swamp Hag! I love that. Hag is a word that has just aged so interestingly.
Dude, I love it. Because it can either mean like, derogatory swamp hag, or it could be a reference for a bit of an older woman that you find sexually attractive.
Yeah, it's like it's a 50-50 on like if it's like in on what kind of derogatory it is, like in an objectifying way or like just
Well,
straight up mean.
well. The
Not
other one
objectifying,
isn't
that's not the
derogatory. It's kind, okay?
What was the thing
At
people
least-
called it, like hag maxing or whatever?
Yes, hag maxing.
There's so many
Hey,
terms now
hey.
for older women.
Joe hated until you try. See, here's how I view it, right? You got
What do
your
you mean?
milf,
What do you mean view? Go ahead. Never mind. Keep
you
going.
got
Keep
your
going.
milf, you got your hag, and then you got your gilf.
Ah. Well, the interesting thing is like
Nothing personal, buddy.
gilf and milf obviously different. Obviously different. But
Yeah.
I feel like, granted, my knowledge is limited, but are they not both under the blanket term of hag?
No,
No. Okay. Hag is
I
a
feel
third
like
separate.
a hag is a very specific timeline.
It just makes you think of
Also-
like witches.
I love sitting maliciously with my shotgun inside of my bubble shield, just looking at the enemy like, go ahead. Do it.
To
Come
do
inside
it.
of my bubble.
Excuse me? I don't know if we should do that on stream.
I see what I've done.
I see what I said. I shall retract it. I made a severe lapse in judgment.
The YouTuber apology.
The Logan Paul line.
Yeah. But no, dude. What did I even die? My character doesn't even exist. He was atomized. Right.
Yeah,
My bubble shield did not protect me.
I wonder if now when I boot up Wilds, I'm not gonna have my character be bald for like 5 seconds before the game starts up.
Surely not. Man, it's so disappointing how they dropped the ball in Wilds.
Apparently, they've had their big optimization update, so we'll see. I guess I'll see how that goes and report back to you.
It's gonna run even worse.
I wouldn't be surprised,
Disappointed, yes. Surprised, no.
but you know, it's. You know, I don't mind playing it if it's enjoyed by good company, you know.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
I can play almost anything if it's in good company.
I definitely can, but you know, that's the idea.
You can't or you can.
There are definitely things that like if it's the wrong kind of game, I become bad company.
Look, Zeno, all I'm saying, Half Sword has come out with its full version.
Absolutely not.
They made it even worse.
You come back to me when we finish Quarantine Zone.
Kitsu just DM'd me. He said, "Liar, you won't play Wilds with me."
Me or
No, she's mad because I don't play Wilds with her. She's a real big. She has like what? How many hours do you have, Kitsu? You have a lot, don't you? Like an obnoxious amount. It might take her for a second to
Yeah,
respond.
it's
She's
fine.
also playing Helldivers.
figure?
But yeah, I don't know. The game is really hard for me to look at, if that makes any sense.
No, I agree. In like a bunch of ways.
Like it's vertically like less intricate than Monster Hunter World was, but just something about it makes it harder for me to look at, and I don't know what it is.
Probably because literally 2/3 of the time the game is in drab ugly mode.
See, she says I plead the fifth. All right,
I
fucking coward.
I believe this. Dang! No, come back up to bat. Come back up to bat. You could keep going.
God, I love the double shotgun freedom because it is literally just home protection at its finest.
If you like the wild ugly thing, like
She says over 1K.
oh, that was a plead the fifth. Okay, gotcha. I definitely have that something similar for like World at least.
I think I have like 100 hours. I'm gonna be honest, over half of my time playing Wilds was fighting Legiacris.
Fair,
And I'm not ashamed to say that because they brought back my boy and they did him pretty good.
Meh. I think the water phase was really annoying on repeat fights because it's just.
I really like the water phase.
Well, I mean, like it's just so like one and done. Like there's like nothing to it. Like once you like, have you ever done like other people and it's like, oh, we just mash RB for like 6 hours.
I kind of like drag. I mean, moving. It's not necessarily just about, attacking the monster. It's also about dodging it, seeing it in the water, interacting with it.
There's one of those
Is the
things where
combat a little shallow? Yeah.
there's one of those things where like technically you're like I get what you mean, but also have the effect of like the line of going out of your way. Like how far out of your way do you have to go to make something like enjoyable? And to me, if it's like if I have to like go out of my way to not, cause like I play Monster Hunter, like I'm not min-maxing, but I'm not like kneecapping myself. I'm doing my best with like the things that like I have to like make it like enjoyable like for me. Like
Yeah.
I'm not getting the best talisman or anything like that, but I'm
Oh,
not
you
asleep
don't
at the
like
wheel.
the grind.
Huh?
You don't like the grind.
No,
Is
I
what you're
do
saying.
like the grind. I think the difference is, I have two options in the water combat, which is do controls that I don't find fun, or mash one button, and now it just feels like a time waster because in less than 2 minutes he's at critical health. He spends 1 minute running never mind, 5 minutes running all the way to the nest.
So you're saying it's a bit too scripted for your taste.
Yeah, and like the script has artificial like waiting. Like Adel
I
Ka,
think that's fair.
like Adel Ka is also scripted, but the longest transition is only like what 20 seconds.
Kitsu says across all Monster Hunter games, she has over 15k hours.
I wonder if I might be close. I need to see actually. I definitely have a lot too.
I certainly haven't played it as much as you two do, but it does hold a certain spot in my heart.
Oh yeah, yeah. Cause I could do is I could add up my hours on this file, the hours on my Switch file, the hours on both my versions of World, my 4 Ultimate hours, my Generations hours, my GU hours. Well, I guess I'll just make the GU hours because it's a transferred save. I don't know if I'd be at 15k, but I'd definitely be 4 digits.
I don't think I'm 4 digits. Oh yeah, I'm over 1,000.
Yeah, so yeah, you're 4 digits. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How do you feel?
I think in my original Monster Hunter Gen, I was 1,600.
Wow. Look at you
Especially
go.
playing the non-DLC version.
Oh yeah.
Because that's just the normal. And the worst part, couldn't save my progress.
Ah, my condolences. I was so happy, like, when I was able to transfer my save from G
Yeah,
to
yeah.
GU.
Rub it in. Why don't you? You sound good. I was so happy when I could save it, and I wasn't a poor sad little cuck that had to restart.
I have actually thought about that because not in that way. Because I soloed GU's G rank, but that was with like a generation save that did like almost all the things, just didn't do the deviants much.
I did deviants.
Yeah.
I got all the deviants to level 10 with their armor maxed.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's a crime that you don't have that. You don't get to keep that.
Still, ironically, Dread Queen was my favorite. I love Dread Queen.
Dread Queen's cool.
Oh!
Blows Dread King out of the water for sure, but I guess that's not saying much.
Yeah, that's like saying, oh, the crab is cooler than a shrimp.
Shrimp, actually, pistol shrimp are pretty cool.
They don't count. You know the shrimp I'm talking about.
Yeah. Popcorn shrimp, I get it.
By the way, imagine being a species and you're named after another food.
You get popcorn, or like a food? Wait. No, popcorn shrimp's not.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Well, I'm assuming you eat them like popcorn.
No, popcorn shrimp is specifically a dish. That's not a species.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. I want to say
Imagine,
there's definitely some creature out there where that's the case, though. It escapes me at the moment. But it's not as bad as being a species where you're named after another species, like the gajillion different kinds of batfish.
oh
Or how there's a bunch
my
of
god.
sharks called, like, dogfish.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, no, absolutely.
that's awkward. Oh,
Well, what
wait!
about
Wait, we got...
coconut crab,
Oh, yeah, or lemon shark.
like lemon shark?
Or, like, they made up a cooler animal to describe you, like sand tiger shark.
They just had to throw sand in there because you. That's like a fucking Monster Hunter variant right there.
Well,
Sand
yeah,
to bury
literally.
off.
Yeah, exactly. Go tiger stripe Zamtrios.
God, I just want Zamtrios. I'm not gonna be like, oh, yada yada, because you know I understand that I got Legiacris back and I'm happy with that.
The amphibian cuckoldry since Rise has been insane.
And even in Rise, what did we have? Like that. So it started with a T. Tetranadon, is that it?
Yeah.
I just wasn't impressed. I didn't like him that much.
And Tetsu keeps getting cucked too, because there's baby Tetsu. And then in stories, you fight Tetsukabra, but you can't ride one.
Or in Rise, you see the Tetsu baby, but you can't fight one.
That's what I was saying, yeah. But
Yeah, you're good, Kitsu.
the baby Zamtrioses are also here, the Zamites. You can ride Zamtrios in stories, but not Tetsu.
I'm
Wha-
sad, dude. Tetsu Cabra was one of my first like real big. Oh, Monster Hunter is pretty cool kind of game.
I love Tetsukabra. Do you know who else is like also cosmically getting cucked? Just to add on to the list.
Let me guess. Giganox.
Yes, well, I was gonna say Gammoth.
I get why they don't bring back Gammoth though, because like Zamtrios is getting cucked for no good reason, but you know Gammoth, she's like the size of a fucking mountain.
Yeah, and the
She
ice map sucks.
would be
It's just
hard.
yeah. Like I get from a production thing, it's a bunch of effort for something, and like you get none of those resources like back, which
Yeah.
like is a right only reserved for like flagships.
Uh, Kitsu says Gam is too big. She's right.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want Gammoth back any smaller than she is.
No,
That's
that's the thing, right? They can't bring her back correctly, which is why it's the most painful. Like, it's like a what's what I'm looking for. It's psychological cucking. I don't know what's the actual word I'm trying to say here. It's a
no,
slow.
psychological cooking's the correct one.
Okay, it's like a slow burn. Like, oh god, it's like you go from like Zamtress, where it's like this sort of like simple, like irate, why haven't you? You absolutely can. And then
Yeah.
Gammoth is like, you didn't even humor the idea of her coming back.
Poor Gravios got shrunk. He used to be massive. As someone that's played for you, yes.
His audio got ruined too. He just sounds like a bear now.
Yeah, whoever did the audio design in Monster Hunter Wild should be fucking shot.
It's so strange. Because also, Rise has some great examples.
Of what, audio?
Like just good roars. Gossip.
Which ones in particular?
I think of like Lunagaron's where like he does like the thing, like where he's like the scream and it transitions into a howl.
Oh, you're talking Rise. I thought you were talking Wild. Yes, Rise is really good.
Yeah.
I like Rise.
Yeah. Especially now that I'm playing this game like with headphones instead of earbuds plugged into a Switch or something. I just hear a lot more of like the cool sounds that like happen.
Yeah. I definitely. I wish. I hope that in the expansion that they'll have better roars, or you know what? Just bring back underwater combat. That's what I really want.
Yes, those very interchangeable demands.
Well, wouldn't it be cool to hear something roar underneath the water?
I mean, if it was a cool roar. Yeah, no, dude. Okay, if I attack a monster that goes, I'm like, I'm sold. Don't forget Futurama Richard Nixon. I'm
Yes,
sold on
yes.
that. Instead
Oh
of
my
just like
God,
taking
in that-
generic animal stock sound effects. which he did to Joe first in World. You know,
So I don't think you're in it, but the Helldiver 2 Discord,
I'm definitely not.
they have a lot of people in there that just kind of like role play for fun. And one of them was Richard Nixon, and he's just like, man, today's a real nice day. I feel like going out on a super parade, and everybody's like, Richard Nixon, no,
Nixon, no.
No, no.
Something about just the sentence Richard Nixon, no.
Don't do it, Richard.
It's like in Donkey's videos, like where it plays any game and it, like lets people like mod in their own characters. He's like, they did this. Oh, that's where I draw the line. Come on, Master Chief, let's get out of here.
Master Chief, what are you doing? Wanking off, sir.
Master Chief, you mind telling me why I'm in a nurse's office? I threw up.
You know, I really like the ODST crossover with Helldivers.
I need to
I feel
play
like they did that
ODST.
really good. I never played it.
No, I played Halo 1, 2, and 3, and then like, I guess I was a little burnt out to be honest. I got into ODST or Reach. Halo was not what I expected. I was expecting something more Doom-like, and weirdly enough, it reminded me of Resident Evil.
I have never played a single Resident Evil game, so I can't comment on that.
Well, it's not literally Resident Evil specifically, but specifically like, oh, it's about being resourceful.
Yeah, no, you're, See, I really can't compare Halo to anything else, at least with the campaign. Because video games just don't know how to do good single-player campaigns anymore. It's like a fucking lost art.
I mean, no, I think their games are still can, but definitely not in, like the AAA shooter space. Probably not. No.
Oh, that's mainly what I was meaning. I'm not really. I haven't really dipped my toes into the indie scene at all.
Yeah. I think it's That's how I sort of think that's my trajectory for like the games industry, where AAA companies, if they don't sort of change what they're doing, slowly indie devs will just be like, yeah, we'll just do all the things and make good games. And that's why I'm like not stressed necessarily about the AAA industry exploding, because the indie scene is clearly perfectly fine and it's completely independent of whatever pitfalls the big ones get under, you know?
And it's one thing to be like, oh, this game didn't do well, our bad, let us pivot. But the games do bad, and then they blame their player base for being horny chuds that don't like real women. And then they double down on it, and then the game fails again, and they're just like, bro, what? I don't understand. Why does this keep happening?
I'm so confused. Why are they booing me? I'm right.
One of them, there's this game called Stellar Blade, and the main character is a female, and she's like super
I have it.
hot.
It's on my list. Not for stream, but I intend on playing it when I get the chance. It
got trashed. It got trashed by the AAA space because they're like, that's not how real women look like. And then, as it turns out, it was just the dude's wife that he had like scanned in perfectly.
That's so sweet.
Yes, and so not only was she real, but that's just like average Joe.
That's the funny thing. It's like, yeah, now a normal woman is like strange.
Well, and so the other thing is like, people are now comparing in-game models to what the actors look like, and for guys it's like a 1-to-1 scale look along. It's great. And then the woman, it looks like they took a jackhammer to her face and they gave her like 3 breast reduction surgeries. And it's just like, okay, so we lost the technology to do that, but the guys we can get in, you know, no problem. Welcome into the party, chud. But as soon as it comes to females, you know, we gotta make them look like they were a war victim.
Stellar Blade is interesting to me. Like, people got mad about it, but like the funny thing is, if you look at the developer's only other like main game claim to fame, Nikke Goddess of Victory. This is what they do. Nikke is infinitely more that kind of game.
Yeah.
Infinitely.
Well, and you can do a game where your designs aren't sexualized and still have them be beloved.
Well,
A
Nikkei is
really good
incredibly
example of
sexualized,
this
is
is
my point.
Elden Ring.
Nikkei's incredibly sexualized.
So you're just saying they're complaining about the wrong thing.
I'm just saying, like, it's how to put it. You're getting mad at a bird for taking flight. Like, this is this is its thing.
Well, they're just mad that the bird can fly and they can't because they're all ugly and fat.
And like the funny thing
Like
is like, go ahead.
that's the thing. You go and you look at the studio, like the group picture that it is, and it's just like 40 overweight women with colored hair, and you're just like, ah, yes. The it's not all of them, but it's always them.
Also, I played the demo of Stellar Blade. I swear, it's literally a Souls game in structure.
Oh, that's cool.
Like, I'm talking, like, the combat system, I'm talking you have limited heals that you have to sit at a camp to get back, and also it makes the enemies respawn when you rest at camp. It's literally a Souls game.
See, I won't play it because I don't like women in my video games.
I mean, yeah, I mean, like, to translate for everyone who doesn't know you, there was nothing about that game cosmetically that would jive with him. He's not a sci-fi person, or like,
I'm not
or a person who enjoys explorations of the human body to a
I am not.
extreme degree.
I am a purist prude, bro.
Yeah, it's a miracle he tolerates playing with my hunters.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, we can be friends.
We
I don't
can,
agree with your life decisions, but we can be friends.
yeah. That is to say, like, even if the gameplay could totally vibe with you, the aesthetics won't, and I'm someone who is absolutely in the kind of camp where if even if I like the gameplay, if the aesthetics don't vibe, I reserve the right to say I'm not into it.
I will say personally, there is, even if the woman is like attractive or sexualized, I don't necessarily mind. It's when I feel like the developer is trying to lead me by like the fucking, nose and be like, oh, pretty lady, you want to play the game?
Yeah,
And I'm
when
like,
yeah, definitely,
no.
definitely when the cameraman can't control himself, it's sort of like it's like awkward. That's like
Does
yeah.
the underwear need to be that detailed?
Yeah. It's definitely the culture of fan service where like the person can't just be aware that they're looked at or even, God forbid, enjoy the attention. It's definitely
Yeah.
where I draw a huge line. Where it's like, yeah, no, have them be aware they look like that, and like be in, and like understand it, instead of the whole like, what do you mean? this wearing nothing but nipple piercings has been a sacred culture in my people for 6 million years. How dare you? This is not a thing
would
that's
be-
weird.
It would be like Bayonetta, but if they unsexualized the character and it tried to stay the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, that's not how that Rogue from Sonic, they took away her boobs, bro. She lost them. And
Well, to be fair to Rogue, that was something that's target audience slowly became more and more focused on young people, and they just like, they wanted to keep their young audience, and she's not, it's one of those things that enough of your older audience can ignore where you can get away with that, and like not care
but
about.
you see, it's not like, I don't really even feel like Sonic is necessarily just young audience anymore, because a lot of the people that used to watch it or play it as the kids.
No,
have
what I
grown
meant
up
to say
be-
is, you can, how do I put this? If you make your game PG rated, you can still make a game that your older fans will enjoy, and you can still sell it to those older fans. If you make your game R rated, you lose an audience of people that could buy your product. That's what I'm saying.
Also, because Kitsu says you hate women in video games. To further expand,
You as in
if
you,
they had-
not me.
yeah, no, as in me. If men were sexualized the same way in video games, I would also despise that. It's not just
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're. I don't know the nice way of saying it. You're a fan of modesty.
I am.
Like, And I'm someone who
I-
would actively advocate for, if you're going down one path, go down both. I'll respect you a lot more for you to pass. Like Marvel Rivals, it's got a foot in both camps. Granted, it definitely leans one way more than the other, but doing the other option at all, huge points in my book. It's all or nothing.
That's one of the things I liked about Monster Hunter.
Yeah, everyone can just whatever. Definitely in the older games, it's a little more like dudes get armor, girls get costumes, but definitely since
Well,
since
and to a certain degree, they do that just because women are more cosplay or more likely to cosplay women, so they want to give them easier things to cosplay with, if that makes any sense.
I mean, I would say that not quite the angle. I half get what you mean.
So
I think it requires a lot of
the director
demographic research we don't have. Go ahead.
director of Elden Ring said that he designed his characters partly in mind that people would cosplay those characters.
That's interesting.
Meaning that, you know, he wanted to make sure that nothing was like too over the top to where it wouldn't be feasible on a person that would be cosplaying them.
Which is interesting because in my time I've spent like comparing character design and different things. Video games are like the one genre where you're kind of allowed to not be concerned at all with over-designing. Video game design is often over-designed.
What would you say is a good example of a video game that's over designed to hell?
Well, like, can you, like, actually, like, how I put it, no matter how badly drawn, you can tell when someone was trying to draw Sonic. There are key features which there are enough and you kind of know. But imagine any armor set in Monster Hunter that you like, and sort of realize how many details you're missing that are there that you don't technically need to remember the armor piece.
The first thing that immediately came to mind was, what is it? Fucking...
Any monster.
What's the horse called?
Kieran?
Kieran, yeah, Kieran armor.
Well, even that one
I
has...
don't feel like you could remove a single piece of that armor. It's glorious.
Well, to be fair, you do realize that's cherry picking an exception, right?
Oh yeah, I'm just
That is a funny example though, and definitely one where. But even then, I bet that there are definitely little details that we could both look at it and go, you could cut that.
See, Monster Hunter is.
I should say,
has
video game
per-
armor is all about over designing. Let me be more
Yeah.
more efficient here. Video game armor is often over designing.
Monster Hunter has done it is a masterclass in not over designing your armor to allow other armors to have more specified genres.
Well, I think maybe you're not clear what I mean by over designing. And when I say over design, that's not me knocking them and saying their armor designs are bad. I'm saying over design as in there are extra details which don't stick in your head and aren't necessarily vital to create the armor's like identity, which is like fine, because you know you only have to make the model once and you can go crazy with it.
Poor animators though.
Well, I mean, it's just like the if Monster Hunter was a pixel art game or like a sprite based game or drawing based game, yes, absolutely poor animators. What I'm saying is the model you only need to make the model once, and then the riggers just have to work with you know, the bones that are in it. That model never has to be remade. That's what the difference.
Yeah, no. I understand what you mean now.
And again, I like
it's
Monster Hunter
different
armor
pieces.
designs, obviously. But I'm saying like there's
I
like the
don't
difference
know,
in
man.
philosophy.
It kind of sounds like you hate it. What are you, a chud?
Like if you look at the video game Skullgirls, which is a 2D platformer where not 2D platformer, what the heck, 2D fighting game, where everything's hand drawn, the designs are much simpler, because you had to draw them over and over again. That's the difference.
Sorry, I'm clutching up. Hold on.
Hey, you're fine.
I'm fighting for my life. Okay, I'm good. You can go.
I was gonna say, like, if you were to do anything, if you were to try and make a 2D animated series of Monster Hunter, and I think anyone who did this would, even if you're doing like just like a fan manga, would take the armor designs and reduce them to their most important components, plus just a few extra details to look a little nicer, to save you a headache on drawing them over and over again.
Yeah.
That is what I mean by over-designed.
Okay.
Oh my god, that just threw me off a cliff. Like 3 or like 5 stories.
Yeah, we're both struggling in our respective games.
I mean, he didn't do much damage. He's on his way. Is he coming this way? No, he's not coming this way. He's going somewhere else. Oh no, he is kind of coming this way. Yeah, okay.
But yeah, no, yeah, it is hilarious to see like veterans that are playing this game and they're just like, bro, what is this?
The funny thing is, no one knows which game you're talking about when you say that. Hey-oh!
Kitsu says for her design, she likes baggy jackets and hoodies. And I think you know, Zeno, from my character designs in Monster Hunter, I also really like baggy clothing.
Ain't nothing wrong with baggy clothing, bro.
I love sweats. In the original Monster Hunter Generations, I liked the Gypsy pants because it was literally just sweats with boots on.
Yeah, I mean, I think I could probably incorporate more bagginess into some of my work, to be honest.
See, the thing is, though, yours are, like, at least from memory, it's either very armor-like clothing, or it's just, like, all the clothes that's not there is put where the clothes are, and it's baggy.
And it's baggy. I definitely, one thing in all of my like designs, like, for some reason I have to be able to imagine like a good range of motion. If I feel like it limits a character's range of motion, I don't want to put them in it.
I'm the opposite. I want to look like a fucking brick.
Well, I think brick and limited range of motion are not necessarily mutually exclusive. Samus looks hard to knock down, but also looks like you can move.
That's probably why you don't like a lot of the armor designs in Helldiver, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I will say, because also definitely armor customization in that game and Space Marine 2, neither of them really like excited me, I should say. And I don't know if it's for the same reason or not, but I should say definitely neither quite tickled what I was looking for, or what like in it.
And to be fair,
Go ahead.
I have quite the wide library to choose from, and even I only like a handful of options.
Yeah. Because I think it's one thing where, because you're like this, I'm saying this like to clarify, like I don't think it's necessarily a knock against the game, but like you're a soldier, so there's kind of a set way you need to look, like thematically. Meanwhile, instead I would want a gajillion options and to make my own character using a combination of different options that are radical. I don't want to look like I'm part of like a group.
And that's actually something that I really like about Helldivers, is that its armor designs are done around two things, right? Either function or a theme.
Yeah.
So, like, you have the cowboy theme, the theme that will not be named. You have the law one, the cutting edge futuristic one. But you also have armor themes that are like, oh, this one has more grenades, so we're gonna put more grenades on its armor. This one's more stealthy, so we're gonna give this one an extra long cloak.
It's a very function-oriented brand of like armor design, which is perfectly valid. It's just, you know, not necessarily my thing. I don't care if I don't know where my character keeps all the tools they have. It's no skin off my
You know,
bones.
which is funny. I'm the opposite. I like, it's different when it's like you have an endless bag inventory.
Yeah.
But if you're only able to keep a certain amount of things on your person, I like to be able to see everything on my person.
Yeah. Which is like fair. And I actually really like how they did it in that game with your where your sidearm is and your primary is and where your special weapon is. I actually think that's handled really well. Oh, cutscene.
You know, I will agree. there's something insanely masculine about having a double barrel shotgun resting on your hip.
Yeah, it's placed there like it's a sword, which is neat. Oh, Bahari,
I
this
wonder
guy.
if that's how they actually carry them in the military.
Probably, I doubt it. I have no idea. I think a firearm has to be stowed somewhere where the tip is not flying willy-nilly in case of a trigger malfunction.
Oh, I mean, maybe. I don't know. Imagine a military where they have like their sidearms in their pants like gangsters. Hey, you on the wrong turn.
It's like you undo your fly and the barrel comes out.
You do a super dive and you shoot yourself in the dick. Oh!
There's a bit where JonTron's watching this weird like 90s like vampire edgy movie. And like the vampire takes out like these mooks in an alley. And then like to threaten them, one of them pulls out a gun and then starts unzipping and rezipping his fly like repeatedly. Because the vampire's an attractive woman, I guess. It's like, what is this threat? Why are you really moving a fly up and down? What's the plan here?
Yeah, no, I get what you mean. Luckily, I don't have. Man, Zeno. 200,015 hell divers on a single planet.
Oh no, I just realized Bahari has the haircut. You know the one?
Let me look.
He has that haircut. Speaking of character design.
Bahari, who's that?
He's the dude on the...
Oh, I see it now. It loaded.
Yeah, it's that haircut.
I mean, the black one? I don't.
Oh, you haven't heard about this?
No.
Where like in like everything ever with like a young black guy, they just always keep getting that haircut.
And you know why? You know why? It's the same goddamn developers that will have a black character and they'll have hip hop music appear on the screen whenever they're there.
What's the line from the the Miles Morales review? The exaggerated swagger of a black teen.
It's just an attempt to not be racist and inclusive. They're so damn racist.
There's this like guy like my YouTube algorithm where I see his posts about like statues he makes, and he made one of Miles, and there's an option for it to have the haircut, and everyone's like, no, it's back, the haircut.
They released a game today called Relooted, and the entire thing is where you're a bunch of black people stealing artifacts from a museum to take back to your country. And it's supposed to be like this social justice video game, and people are just like, so it's a bunch of black people stealing again, huh?
Yeah.
It's like, what you trying to say here, liberal?
It's like, oh yeah, you're really one step forward,
Really
two
being
steps
stereotyped
back.
with this one, aren't you?
One step forward, two steps back, like epitomized.
Yeah. It's unfortunate in that regard, at least.
It's awkward at best. The museum artifact thing is sort of an interesting like conversation. Cause on one hand like the place that it's from like deserves to have it. But I also get the moment where it's like depending on what state that part of the world is in. I get the argument where like, oh, can we guarantee the safety of the artifacts as much?
Yeah. I think they should just stay where they are. Right, I'm not, like, they're basically, a lot of them are just, when the British went over there, picked up a rock and they're like, oh, this looks important. And then they brought it back home and, oh yeah, it was important, and now, 80 years later, they want it back.
Well, you could also like, if you really need to, how about you make perfect replicas and give both places one? And don't tell anyone where the real one went. Maybe it went back, maybe it didn't. They'll never know.
Actually, you know what? I don't hate that idea.
Yeah. Because, like, to a certain extent, at any point, they could switch out an artifact in a museum or, like, an art gallery or whatever with, like, a replica. And no one would be able to tell you.
Well, and if they give them all back to their original countries and then they disappear to, like, personal buyers or they get broken, stolen, whatever, then it's like, okay, well, now at least they don't know if they have it.
Yeah, they have to coin toss and like stress about it. Another world conflict solved by us.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna call up Trump and be like, "Hey, buddy. Yeah. No, I'm not calling about the files this time. I'm just saying, bro. I have an idea."
We still have to have that convo though, so text me back, please.
Man. A lot of my friends, ironically, they're maybe not ironically, but they're more of the political nature. Then
No,
after the
it's not
whole file
ironic.
thing,
You enjoy talking about those.
yeah. And after
I
the whole
really need.
file thing,
I wish I could get like I could distill like and hit people with like the whiplash of like a stream where you show up versus one where chaotic shows up. Just how different they are.
well, so
I'm not complaining, obviously.
one of my exes, her love language was politics. I really didn't
Red
care
flag,
about them
crimson
before
red
that.
flag,
No,
deal
yeah,
breaker.
no, absolutely. She loved to argue specifically about politics, and it wasn't like because she wanted to be a bitch, but that's just because what she had fun doing. So I would always just take the opposite position of whatever she had, and that kind of just stuck as a permanent fixture in my brain
Yeah,
and how it
just you
works.
just got a contrarian, and you know, I suppose.
Well, some people after they get done with like a political debate, they can't look at their loved one the same and yada yada. And I'm just like, man, that was great. You want to go get a sandwich?
I definitely, I think there's definitely a certain level of perspective. Like, I can get not looking at the same person, someone the same way. I could, definitely, I don't, definitely where that level is an interesting conversation. But,
I'm not I'm only against like the truly degenerate stuff, like eating babies or diddling children.
yeah,
Anything
no,
besides that, I don't
definitely,
care what they have.
definitely we're talking about, like, the gap between, oh, we have radically different perspectives, and oh, you are kind of, breaking not even like cultural things, but like generally agreed upon concepts of ethics.
Yeah, yeah. I will say that actually is kind of a nice thing. I don't even know like if it's necessarily genuine or not, but when it came about pushing the Epstein files through like Congress and stuff to get the information out, it was pretty much almost universal, and that never happens.
Yeah, I bet the people up top are like, oh no.
Yeah, pretty much. Man, one of them was what was it? They were talking to Trump about, the possibility of him having to release it because of Congress, and he was like, "Yeah, I think it should happen. If it does, then I'll release it." And they were like, "So why don't you just release it now?" And he just stood there like dumbstruck for like 15 seconds.
He's like,
It's just like checkmate.
he's like,
Pedophile.
checkmate.
But yeah, I used to be a big supporter, and then found out that he ate little kids, and that kind of ruined it for me.
To sort of tie back like this like politicians and the files thing to very like silly like innocent like example, which is like I always think of whenever it comes like politicians and like promises. There are like a lot of people who like came into power, at least in part fueled by the promise of getting those files out and getting justice done, right?
Yeah,
And then they get into power and then suddenly not a peep.
exactly, exactly. It
Uh,
was funny when the whole Pizzagate thing came out first, way back in like what 2015,
oh yeah,
2016.
yeah.
People would just be like, "Oh, they're just talking about pizza, silly you. You're fucking retarded if you believe this." And it would be like a cropped message with only 3 words. And then, nowadays when it got brought back up and the mainstream media has no control over anything, people are just like, "Oh my God, they're talking about having pizza slices for an hour." And, like, can you bring a $100,000 pizza party tomorrow for me and 3 of my friends? And, oh, I like watching the cheese drip on the pizza. It's just
It's
like,
like,
okay,
uh.
okay, you guys. I don't think they're talking about pizza.
But the reason
you
that
know?
yeah, but I was gonna say the thing I was bringing this up for was the fact that I've beaten the politicians in the game of I promised something and then it happened. It was like
Oh, yeah.
4th or 5th grade. This is a funny story. Uh, where it was like, yo, it was like class like rep or something. A small private school, so there's only like rep like one like two fourth and fifth grade classes, and they're one class and all that Montessori. But the main goal of my campaign and why I won was because I was like, I want a water fountain on the playground.
Yeah, and that worked.
And then I better talk to the head of school, and he was like, we were actually already kind of planning that, so... And I was like, bet. I don't remember anything else.
You're a great politician.
And it's there to this day. I could drive up to that playground and be like, yep, there it is. I wouldn't. I have no reason to go back there, but it's there.
Why are you around to play school? Stop asking.
For my campaign. So yeah, but also it's sort of like the inverse version, where I had a version of we were already doing that, so like yeah, we're good. But I kind of imagine when you get into a high point of power, someone above you just gets there and says, "You're not actually doing that. Get over it." Like that has to be how I imagine how it goes.
All right, hold on. I gotta feed my doggo. I'll be right back.
Take your time. So everyone, what do you guys think of my incredible political skills? Fourth, fifth grade class rep, I did it. I have no idea what the poster was. It was like meetings, I think every week. It was like a special time I had to go somewhere else for like a lunch meeting. And by that I mean I went to the other classroom because they were the bigger class. I think they had 2 reps. So there was 2 of them. Ow. And all that. You're confused since you tuned in. Has it been like an enjoyable confusion? Have we been satisfactory white noise? Honest feedback is appreciated. Ooh. But also not necessarily required. There's a couple people here, and I imagine play them are here to lurk, and you absolutely reserve that right to just chill and not say anything. Probably do 1 or 2 more hunts, and then honestly probably just call it a night. Just feels like a podcast. It definitely functions identically to one, but the fact that there's a chat that I pay attention to and there's a game in the background, I didn't want to start a podcast. I think we're all better off if this isn't just like another podcast. Obviously, this is just another streamer, but like, are they pulling a bot's DM? Fine. He clearly doesn't mind. I'm assuming it was more convenient to get your questions and comments in there than get them in like chat. You know? No skin off my bones. I'm ignoring you. Well now we have the receipts. It'll be immortalized. You can pull this up in court. No, you can't. No, you can't. This cannot be. There's nothing useful in a courtroom industry. So you have the time. My condolences.
My buddy's the best.
I suppose you have an audience to challenge. Now you have a. Now it's all in the open, all out in public.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
What's happened since I was gone?
Kitsune's in chat calling out your negligence of their DMs.
I was gone. I was eating food.
No, I think they meant over the course of this whole time.
Oh. Yes. I am not ignoring you. I responded to you last, bitch, okay? You haven't responded to me. Think about that. Checkmate, liberal.
The best part is the way that you said yes when you understood the situation, and then code switched to defense and aggression.
As any true.
Literally, you're like, what were you what was I doing again? Oh, you were beating up this weakling, sir. Ah, yes. Get over here! Like, just the complete code switch. It bullies me.
Hey, it's one of my things. What can I say?
The cry for help has been acknowledged. Bitter, alright. We now stand for a trial of you bullying Kitsune. How do you plead?
It's a woman. Nobody cares.
We really need to get a jury. It's a bit of a
It's
kangaroo.
alright. I'll choose all of the jury.
This is what I believe this is what the kids may call a kangaroo court.
Actually, I don't know what that means.
I've heard the term. I think it just means like a completely unruly court that's like not actually unbiased at all.
That's really funny to me for some reason.
I guess it's like the fact it's called a kangaroo court.
Are kangaroos known for being unruly?
Actually, now that you mention it, I think to an extent, yes.
Well, the more you know.
They throw hands and beat each other.
He
needed
says, oh!
a song.
I dived in midair, a cyborg kneed me in the stomach and killed me.
That probably looked really cool.
It did. Helldivers is a very cinematic game.
It's a shame that my
And
software
then-
used to get clips of games doesn't work on it.
Yeah, so, you know, Elden Ring has a very cinematic atmosphere. Monster
Cinematic.
Hunter has very cinematic
There you go.
scenes. But the entirety of a Helldiver match just looks like a movie.
I think it's like deliberate, like the graphics, like the camera shake too.
Which is, it's great though. It's great that it does that.
Oh yeah, no, it's great. No, nothing wrong with that at all.
I just kind of wish that like I could watch a match from like the sky, like an overhead view.
Oh,
I'm
eyes.
not me. Why are you trying to come out with the Bittermoth files? Why is this happening?
Slowly reading chat, and seeing what happened in their brief interim of feeding the dog. There we go.
I was gone for like 5 seconds and allegations have already come out.
Yeah. I was like, he's gone. Release everything.
You'll never know.
Let's get him. So you like kicking butts, do you?
I climbed on a tank. A different enemy shot the tank and exploded it with me on it, and I survived.
I shall bring his crimes to light.
Well, you know what? Maybe you deserve it, Kitsu. You ever considered that? Like, the question shouldn't be, why does he keep hitting her? The question should be, well, did she deserve it?
That'll definitely hold up in a courtroom. I think that turn.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I'm gonna be real. I think that'd make a kangaroo court even out. I think they'd be like, wait, what did he just say?
Yeah, no. And it's just like, she's just like, the argument will never stand. She goes and sits down. It's a bunch of like old dudes that are like in fucking, that are in like trench coats and stuff. And she's like, God damn it.
It's like, dang it. Hop on the Helldivers just to shoot
Yeah.
him.
You better not. I didn't do anything to you this time in particular, as we're speaking.
Your Honor. I guess I do want to do this one. Alright,
I'm telling you, Zeno, after stream, you gotta hop on Helldivers with me.
we'll see how I feel, but we definitely need to do one more. I definitely need to do one more hunt for sure. And the question is, do I make it a hunt I need to take care of for other things, or just make it the next thing I need for like the gear I'm like going after, which is just
I just
more
want you to
engine half.
know, Kitsune's actually the one that's abusive to me. I'll be like, oh, do you want to hang out? And then she'll be like, no, my one of 200 friends invited me to play a different game. I hate you. And then I'm like, oh, okay. I guess I'll go play this game alone without anyone. So it's actually her fault.
Alright, Kitsune, I'm pulling this card on you. I'm pulling the card. I'm pulling it. We're going on all the stops. I'm gonna do one more hunt and then stream. If you follow, I'll hop on afterward with you.
Yeah, Kitsune is... Oh, yeah. No, I thought I was looking at her DMs. That's just actually what it is.
Yeah, if you follow, that is my terms.
Oh!
I can't make you show up to every stream, but I can strong arm you to click the follow button.
I think I mean, I introduced her to your stream a long time ago.
Oh wait, the more I think on it, I was gonna say you said wait I do the name is familiar now that you say it. You already fell. All right, great. All right, well then let me as an apology you can pick what's next. You could,
I want Baratotus.
oh, I meant the tickets, but
Well,
I guess
she can
if,
choose. I'm just saying that's my 2 cents.
that's fair. We got Tobinator, Basarios. I don't know why he's called Pent Up Frustrations. We got Fish.
That sounds kind of.
Toby just gonna see me. Toby it is. Toby it is. You know what? We won't
You
bring.
would choose Toby, you bastard.
Don't you like Toby?
I do, but not when she does.
That's fair. Chaotic, our other co-host, also loves Toby.
Well, he's also wrong.
But he also loves. Well, he can't be wrong. He also loves Pookie.
Damn it.
Both of you are connoisseurs of mid-tier funny guys. Mid-tier in terms of Monster Hunter power scaling, not in terms of like.
Jaratotus, my beloved.
Indeed.
I don't get why he gets so much hate. He's just an innocent, silly little guy.
That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, I think it's. I no one actually cares. No one. This wouldn't be a funny debate. He's a dumb fish with legs.
You shut the fuck up, Kitsu. He is exactly what he was made.
I don't
to
even
be.
need to do the debate. I can just watch. Kitsu's got this on lock. Come here, Toby. You get the
What
rocks.
do you mean? How does he fail his job? You can see his job isn't glamorous, fine, but that's just what it is.
Oh, beautiful rock. Hit him out of the air with it. He's a fake Plesioth. That's a that's a base take.
Plesioth is meant to be like mid-high tier. He's like mid-low tier. That's the difference.
That's you know that reminds me of I used to hate Toby until Zinogre was added in Iceborne. I hated Toby because I'm like they really took Zinogre away and gave me this thing. But
I was furious when I saw Levicia.
yeah, that's another great example.
See, because it's not because I don't like Levicia, it's because I hate him. And somehow seeing that he made it into another game flabbergasted me for a solid 30 minutes.
It's also the part
I was just like, you again.
It's also part of this streak of we have an actor at home.
Man, they have to bring him back, right?
Oh, definitely. Now they got like Akers working. The Leviathan chain is off.
I click, clack, clack.
Clack, 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 clack. Clack, clack,
Glock,
clack,
glock,
clack,
glock.
clack, clack. Get melted, get melted, get melted. Ow. Plesioth is a menace.
So you have Ignactor, then you have a
Yes.
Glock Noy.
The what? What?
It's just an Ignactor that gives head.
Glock door?
Yes.
So, with a beak? Would a beak be good for that?
You would know more than me.
Why would I? I feel like a beak would be good for the.
Look at your character design and tell me for a second that you believe yourself when you say that.
I think it'd be a beak would probably be okay for the back door, I guess. Assuming it's not like rough in texture or anything.
What?
For like going in. For like going in the back.
Oh my
I mean,
god, that's not even where I was bringing the conversation.
well, no, but I took it to somewhere that made more sense for like a beak. I'm like a beak would probably be good for that. Like you wouldn't.
I know where the conversation was. I went somewhere else.
So-
God damn it.
Look, ever since there
I
because of
love that response so much. I know where the conversation is. I took it somewhere else.
Well, yeah, because like well, let's ask this question. Leverage is Breath of the Wild. People, people considering what they could do with animal parts. I'm sure. I don't know why I made Breath of the Wild take that stray. It's nothing well before that, but I think it's a fun example because it has bird people, and people probably thirst after those bird people.
I don't know.
But I was like, yeah, beaks. They're sort of their nighttime adult wrestling capacity, I think, is kind of limited. Because
Yeah, you should zone out of this conversation, kid, too.
because even if the
Yeah,
shape
that's
lends
what I'm
itself to
saying.
certain things, I don't necessarily, because like any beak that has like a point, like pointed beaks, you're kind of like already done. Granted, Agnactor's isn't, which is definitely a point in like their favor.
This is like a shovel, though.
Yeah, it's still not good
I
to
feel
work.
like that's worse.
Yeah, and it's also definitely not like a comfortable texture. It drills through rock all day. It would not be a nice thing. Like, it's a cool
I am
beak.
in
It's a cool beak, but like it's not like it wouldn't. If you're petting an Agnactor's beak, it's because he likes beak pets, not because you like petting the beak. You know?
That's fair.
Agnactors, even if they love hugs, unfortunately they may have trouble giving good hugs, because of their lifestyle. So look,
Well,
I cleaned it up
on
for you.
fire.
I cleaned up the conversation. Yeah, that's probably what it would feel like, taking an Agnactor beak up the, Ow!
Are we also just not going to acknowledge that it's like 4 times the size of a human?
Chat, send him the Moby. Just kidding. It's not that. The Moby's not that big. It is too big though.
Chat, send him the Ketsu image.
Excuse me? I don't think you should say that.
What? The Kezu?
Oh, Kezu. I thought you said Kitsu.
No. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's why I was like, what'd you just say? Toby, where are you going? Toby. Yeah, that's me. Come over here. There we go. Boink.
The bitter mouth situation is crazy.
Dude, Moist Critical would be the best PR I could ever get. Granted, it'd only be because there's something terrible. I don't feel like... I feel like it's like something crazy. Like, to get... The amount of good I'd have to do to get on, like, a Moist Critical video is much more than the amount of bad I'd have to do to get in a Moist Critical video.
Yeah. Man.
He's
It is so
basically
funny
my
to
main
watch.
news site, by the way. I'm one of those. I'm one of those.
Yours is Moist Criticals, mine is Asmongold.
That's fair. I actually.
Literally, they're the same person on the opposite sides of the spectrum.
That's fair.
Oh my god! I shot his arm off and he flying ninja kicked me.
Also, definitely on opposite ends of like general public like mainstream amount of controversialness.
Yes.
I also have Dolan Darkest a little bit.
Okay, that's fair. What was it?
News sites, Asmongold, Voice Critical,
No,
what takes to get
no.
covered by them.
Something close to that, I think.
Critical is a funny way
Oh,
of talking
yeah.
about things. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
I was just saying Critical is a funny way of phrasing his thoughts as well. But please continue.
Yeah. I definitely feel like that we should do something awful and then get covered.
Is that our plan?
I think so. It's
Get-
the only reasonable.
Be part of a situation that's like crazy.
The Z team
Yeah,
stream situation is crazy.
That'd be awesome. Not because of whatever we did. Just one of those signs like, oh, we made it. Except that's like a really bad one.
Bittermoth was completely innocent and never knew the entire time despite being on his island.
What's one of the other like stupid internet signs that like you've made it? Like as a writer, it's like, or like,
Matt Pat.
no. Well, yes and no, but oh, hello, Jengrins. Nice to meet you. I'm playing on PC. Or you have caught me the
First
last one.
time chatter, we have to ban him.
For God's sake.
I'm gatekeeping you.
What was I
Can't
gonna
let you
say?
go mainstream and lose yourself.
If you're writing like I would say was if you're writing like an action story, you know you've like made it when Death Battle butchers your character and gets them killed. No,
Oh
we
my
lost
God,
Grinch. The gatekeeping worked.
look what you did, Zeno. Your tits weren't big enough.
No. You were saying?
One of the ones that I watched that infuriated me was I think it was Dark Vader versus what was the other one? Sauron.
Who won?
Darth Vader.
Oh.
The other one was the main protagonist of Dark Souls and the main protagonist of Skyrim, and the
that's
Skyrim
weird.
one won. And I was just like, my brother in Christ, one of them is canonically immortal.
But sure, the guy who yells.
Yeah, no, literally. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. Have we not seen him kill like 5 dragons? Is it okay? Sure.
I definitely like. That's what I was saying. Like, yeah, Death Battle. Like, your character getting massacred and misrepresented on Death Battle is a sign that you've made it as a creator, like as an artist, so to speak. Just get that
Got you.
that beautiful mainstream butchering.
Good as new.
You know, my current goal is getting a collab with Mizkif.
Get it, or like get called on, but like have a RT game thumbnail where he's like, I tortured or was tortured by this person.
Plush. What?
Or like Call Me Carson, like bullying. You're getting bullied by Call Me Carson.
Yeah. I heard that he tried collabing with like a 8 viewer streamer and he got turned down.
Did he actually?
Mhm.
That's I want to look that up. That's amazing.
Imagine going from top of the world all the way down to the bottom just because you're an abusive piece of shit. That's so envious. Like, he could not handle somebody having more viewers than him. I can't understand that.
Is that what happened with Carson? I don't remember. Are we talking about the same thing?
No, I'm talking about Mizkif.
Oh, okay. I don't think I know a lot about Mizkif actually. What's the
So,
Mizkif?
he had basically where a lot of the drama starts is when he started dating this female streamer called Emaru.
Oh, man,
and,
that sounds familiar.
He is just like the pure definition of like envy. You know, all the time he would beef with his chat about like, yeah, guess what? She's my girlfriend. You know, you bunch of lamos and stuff like that. They're just like no reason, just extremely vain about it.
Oh, Jesus.
And if she got more viewers than him, he would get super upset. He would constantly tell her what she could do and what she couldn't do. And it was really bad.
That's crazy. I can't.
Yeah. Like, you know, if it's somebody you don't like that's getting more views than you, it's like, okay, sure, I get that. But that's literally your spouse.
Yeah.
If you're supposed to be like on anybody's side, it should be them.
And also, like, boom, you guys are both breadwinning by making, like, stream content. Like, that's, you know, like, obviously, I don't know if that's necessarily a long-term stable thing that, like, would necessarily always go well, but, like, it's worth a shot if everything is already lined up for you, and you just say, we throw it all away for no good reason.
Yeah, he went from
That's a brutal kill.
you know, top of the world, 30K streamers per stream to like struggling to even get 1,000, and he was banned off of Twitch.
Ugh.
And you know, he's attacking all of his old friends because they all took her side, and it's just
Because they
you
took
know.
your side.
just it's hard to see someone ruin their life so completely.
Yeah, like when someone
And
has
he-
like such like a amazing situation that like call it luck, call it whatever. They're in a great situation now, and like anyone would be like should feel blessed to like have it.
Yeah.
And then they just like buy nothing except their own stupidity and like insecurities. Just light the match and destroy it all themselves.
And like he would slam doors shut and punch holes in wall. And then he was like, yeah, but sometimes she would throw plushies at me. And everybody is just like, whoa, now it's serious.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, oh, okay, we didn't know, bro. I'm sorry.
Didn't realize
were
we
you
were,
okay?
didn't realize we were
Or the
walking with,
curtain punched you a little too hard.
didn't realize that monsters walked among us.
Yeah.
What the heck? The follower missions give you no money.
Yeah, well, you know what? You gotta do it yourself.
Does the money get split if you do follower quests? Or like, excuse me, play with the hunting helpers? Or whatever?
That's what would make sense, I suppose.
It would make sense, but I don't think it says if that's the case. Again, we're done for a night, but I just want to see. Single player only, does not specify. Missing in Hunter's notes.
I can't believe you chased away Jen Grinch, bro. He could have been a permanent viewer.
I think they're still here. The view count's still 4.
It says 3 for me.
Okay, well, oh really? Okay, well, someone's been coming and going, I suppose. Info? Oh wait.
We need to work on your people skills, alright.
Not multiplayer. Oh god, there's so many notes.
Why don't you enjoy learning things about other cultures?
I just have trouble navigating it. Let's see. Each follower has their own way of doing things. Yada yada yada. Follower info. It does not mention anything about you having to split the winnings with a follower.
You seem really hung up on not having as much money.
No, I don't. It was just interesting. I was like, I just noticed the follower quest. I'm like, oh, that gives like 8,000. I'm like, that's like less than like a high rank. I think. No, it's not less than a high rank, but like just like a very clear example. The follower quest for Toby less than 8,000. The regular master rank one, nearly 14,000.
Huh.
Like that's like a substantial. Like if it was like 8,000 versus 10,000, like that makes sense. This is nearly double. And I've been rounding up for both those, so it's very close to double.
I mean, are you like stringed for cash or something?
No, not at all. I just noticed that and thought it was like funny. Like I'm good. I got 9696.
6-7, 6-7.
No, stop it. No, wait. Can I could probably sell items. Hold on. I need to sell. Let me
Are
see.
you gonna do one more round in that game?
No, I'm just gonna sell something. See if I can get to a funny number real quick.
Okay.
I need to sell some. Is anything worth 70? Maybe I can sell that can get close to 70. We're doing this now. This is how we're ending. This is what we're ending stream on. Is me doing this. Oh, yes! Sell one Jaggy hide. Alright, now I need to sell something for 6.
7.
I suck. There we go. Sell an energy drink. Oh wait, I can't count. Oh, I did 96. Now it's 699. I ruined stream on a failure. Let's put this on live. I'm gonna.
That's rough.
I'm actually so mad. Wait, I need to buy something. We can do that. We can get this back. We can get this back.
Oh my god.
No.
You refuse to eat this L.
All right, we buy a barrel bomb. We sell another Jagger's hide. 6-9, and then we sell something for 5. Something for 5. Just 5. Just gotta be something here worth 5. Yes, sell a thing of raw meat. There we go. All right, there we go. 969696.
Actually, that's kind of funny.
Yeah, that's kind of awesome. It's definitely awesome. Grinch, you should totally follow for that.
You should totally follow, man.
Yeah, you should totally follow. We play other games.
Give
We play other games.
No, we don't.
We
No, we don't. He's lying. It's only my
You're the one who
surrender.
wants to do containment or quarantine zone
It's
or
a
whatever.
fun game. It's a fun game.
We do other games. Obviously, we do Monster Hunter. We do that. All right. Sales pitch. We'll go back to.
Zeno, you need more energy.
Well, I just. I think, to be fair, I think I spent
Uh-huh.
all my enthusiasm getting the 9.6, 9.6, 9.6 working.
Are you proud of yourself?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, either way. Thank you, everyone, for stopping by.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Uh, and,
We're gonna go save John Helldiver.
okay, okay. Have a good
You
night,
can rest
everybody,
assured.
and take care.